What if I told you the oldest living tradition on earth has no founder, no single holy book, no fixed set of rules, no conversion process, and yet over 1.2 billion people follow it? Every religion you know has a birthday. Christianity, 2,000 years ago. Islam, 1,400 years ago. Buddhism, 2,500 years ago. But Hinduism, scientists and historians cannot find its beginning. It's like trying to find where the ocean starts. That's because Hinduism was never born. It was discovered. Just like gravity existed before Newton found it, these truths existed before humans named them. Segment 1. What Hinduism actually is. The word Hindu doesn't even appear in any ancient Indian scripture. Not once. It was a geographical term, people living near the Sindhu River. The Persians couldn't pronounce the letter S, so Sindhu became Hindu. A geography became a philosophy. Hindus themselves never called it a religion. They called it the Sanatana Dharma. Two Sanskrit words. Sanatana means eternal. Dharma means the right way of living. Not rules, not commandments. Think about it. Your religion tells you what to believe. Sanatana Dharma asks you how to live. It's the difference between being given a fish and learning to fish in every ocean that exists. This is why Hinduism has no pope, no single prophet, no central authority. Because, according to this tradition, it cannot be owned, can only be experienced. Segment 2. The shockingly modern science inside it. Now here's where it gets insane. Thousands of years before modern science, Hindu texts described a universe 4.32 billion years old. Current science says Earth is 4.5 billion years old. How did ancient sages arrive at that number without telescopes or carbon dating? The Vedas described the atom, called it Paramanu, smallest particle invisible. Maharishi Kaneda wrote about it in 600 BC. John Dalton got credit for atomic theory in 1808 AD. That's a 2,400-year gap. The Nutraja, the cosmic dance of Shiva, was chosen by CERN, the world's top particle physics lab, as their symbol. They placed a Nutraja statue at their headquarters in Geneva because scientists realized this ancient image perfectly represents the quantum dance of particles at the subatomic level. This wasn't religion. This was research, conducted over thousands of years, by people who sat in silence, studied nature, and listened. Segment 3. The code for living. Let's talk about what makes this a way of life and not just a belief system. Hinduism gives you a complete operating system for human existence. It identifies 4 goals of human life. Dharma, live with purpose and righteousness. Artha, earn wealth, succeed in the world. Kama, enjoy pleasure, love, relationships. Moksha, ultimately, find freedom from suffering. You are allowed, even encouraged, to enjoy life fully while walking toward liberation. No guilt, no sin for being human, no punishment for asking questions. A 10-year-old Hindu child is allowed to ask, "Does God exist?" And the tradition will say, "Great question. Go find out." In fact, Hinduism is the only major tradition that officially accepts atheism within itself. The Charvaka school, a fully atheist philosophy, is considered part of Hindu thought. You can be Hindu and not believe in God. Let that sink in. Yoga, meditation, Ayurveda, karma, chakras, mantra. The world has been quietly adopting Hindu ways of life for decades, without knowing the source. Segment 4. The philosophy that blows your mind. Here is the most radical idea in all of Hinduism, and possibly in all of human thought. You are not your body. You are not your mind. You are not your name, your job, your nationality. Your deepest self, is the same as the universe itself. The Upanishads, 3,000-year-old texts, state, Aham Brahmasmi, I am the universe, not a servant of God, not a sinner begging for mercy, a spark of the infinite having a human experience. And then, Tat Tvam Asi, that is, you are not separate from God, not below God, you are same nature as God. This destroyed every hierarchy, every caste, every separation. At the ultimate level, Carl Sagan said, "The Hindu religion is the only one in which the timescales correspond to those of modern scientific cosmology." Erwin Schrödinger, Nobel Prize winner in physics, said his quantum mechanics work was directly inspired by the Upanishads. Segment 5. The Way of Living. Daily Practice. Every morning, a Hindu wakes up and touches the earth before putting their feet down as an act of gratitude to the ground that holds you. This is not superstition. This is mindfulness, practiced 5,000 years before the word existed. The Namaste, hands pressed together, bowing to another person, means the divine in me recognizes the divine in you. Every greeting is an act of seeing God in the other person. Imagine if the whole world greeted each other that way. The cow is sacred, not because Hindus worship animals blindly, but because ancient agrarian civilization survived because of her. She gives milk, her dung fertilizes, her urine disinfects. Respecting the cow was ecology before ecology was a subject. Rivers are worshipped because life depended on rivers. Trees are worshipped because breath depends on trees. This is not mythology. This is environmental science, wrapped in ritual so people never forget it. Conclusion. The truth that changes everything. Now here is the ending nobody expects. Hinduism doesn't want you to become Hindu. It never asked you to convert. It never sent armies. It never burned books. In 10,000 years of history, Hinduism launched 0 religious wars. And yet it gave the world the concept of zero, without which your phone, your computer, this very video would not exist. It gave chess. It gave algebra. It gave yoga. It gave the very idea that all paths lead to the same truth. The Rig Veda, possibly the oldest book humanity ever wrote, ends with these words: "Come together, speak together, let your minds be in harmony. Not follow us, not we are right, but come together." So the next time someone asks you, what is Hinduism? You tell them, it is not a religion. It is the oldest conversation humanity ever had with itself about what it means to be alive. And that conversation is still going. If this video opened your mind, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more powerful content about history, philosophy, and hidden truths of Hinduism. Share this with someone who loves deep knowledge, and I'll see you in the next video.